Good Saturday evening, everyone. I just want to jump on here and give you an update on our storm threat coming for Sunday. So looking at our daily weather map for tomorrow, we definitely see that risk for strong to severe thunderstorms stretching out across our area ahead of a cold front, if you could call it that, coming in late tomorrow night. Now, I do want to mention that it looks like there will be 2 periods of thunderstorm threats for tomorrow. The first will come between about 9 a.m. and noon. And those storms look to be non-severe. So that should be showers, thunderstorms scattered about the area. Not everyone will see them. Don't cancel outdoor plans. Just keep an eye on the radar and out of the sky. As soon as that batch of precipitation passes, then we'll break out into sunshine in the afternoon, it looks like. And it will be hot and it will be humid, and that will set the stage for our second round of showers and thunderstorms that will come much later into the evening between about, it looks like 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. And those storms are the ones that could pack a punch, with damaging straight line winds being the main threat, though an isolated spin-up tornado is not impossible. So here are my concerns for that threat time frame between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. Flash flood risk is low. Straight line wind threat, I've got at the medium. Hail threat is low, but that could be bumped up a little higher depending on how things evolve with this system, and the tornado threat is low. So very similar threats to what we had about 2 weeks ago, except it looks like the tornado threat is a bit lower this go around. So, but we can't rule out a spin up. That is for sure, especially if you get on up into areas closer to the Tennessee-Kentucky border. That's where the greater potential for a spin-up tornado will be. So you folks up around Jamestown and then going on up into Kentucky will have the greater risk for a spin-up. And like our threat 2 weeks ago, we are in the enhanced risk for Sunday. So just like we had with our storms on June the 11th, an enhanced risk is nothing to take lightly. That means you should be weather aware. I mean, any storm that develops, you need to be aware that it could become quickly severe. And that a brief spin-up tornado is not impossible. So enhanced risk is level 3 out of 5. So that is definitely nothing to take too lightly, just like what we had a couple of weeks ago. I mean, every storm has to be taken seriously, whether or not it has a warning or not. You have to take it very seriously. Keep in mind the National Weather Service is the only folks who can issue warnings, and they are the only folks who can activate a weather radio, and you can't activate a tornado siren or anything without a warning being issued by the National Weather Service. So the rest of us can watch it for you and tell you what we can see to a certain extent, but we cannot issue warnings. So we have to rely on the National Weather Service to give us that information. And they do an outstanding job. They're not perfect, but they do a great job, and so we can rely on them. Weather radio is always your primary line of defense. It's still the best of the best. Your phone, have an app on it that you can download. The Cumberland County EMA app is a good one. If you don't have access to that, maybe you're in another county somewhere, the Red Cross Tornado app, I've always thought very highly of as well. So either one of those apps should work fine. And like I said, level 3 out of 5 is what the enhanced risk is, and that's what we're under. That's what much of the region is under for tomorrow. Now, those of us in Cumberland County probably have a little lower threat than you folks in Fentress County. That's way too close to call. And when we wake up in the morning, they may have all of us included in the enhanced risk. So that's kind of how it went 2 weeks ago. The threat just kept escalating. Though this time they've got us in the enhanced risk earlier than they did 2 weeks ago. So we had to wait till Sunday morning before that upgrade came on the June 11th storms, and we're already flirting with the enhanced risk. You are in the enhanced risk if you're in Fentress County, and of course then we're right on the edge here in Cumberland County, so too close for comfort for sure. So again, 2 areas of thunderstorms tomorrow possible. 9 p.m. to noon, 9 a.m. to noon is the first batch. That batch should be non-severe. The batch that we need to be more than likely most worried about will come in the 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. time frame as it looks right now. As always, the weather can change. Keep coming back for updates. I'll have, of course, a full update Sunday morning, as I always do, to keep you updated on the latest information. So the hope is that, like the morning storms that we have that'll be weakening as they come through, hopefully the storms that come later tomorrow night will also be weakening as they come through, and we won't have as much to worry about, but we'll have to stay weather aware. No 2 systems are ever the same. We cannot compare this equally to the threat that we had June the 11th, but there are some similar threat issues. But we'll just keep an eye on this system and see how it evolves throughout the day on Sunday. You folks have a wonderful Saturday evening, and keep looking up. And to keep up with all this crazy Cumberland Plateau weather, just keep coming back to me. You're all just smart.com.